Yo. $114 to $88. It was close to the end of the first half. Shea started cooking in the second half, though. He's 11 of 14 from the free throw line. (31, 9, and 5) with 3 steals. Jalen Williams had 5 steals. Jesus. That man only shot the ball 13 times. It's not enough. Holy shit. Especially when Dante DiVincenzo went 3 of 14. Nickeil Alexander-Walker went 3 of 11. That's terrible. It's bad, bad. We're playing the Pacers as our next key game. It'll be Simmon. These few. I think that's going to be a good series. Yeah, I hope so. I'm honestly more excited for the Eastern Conference Finals, though, if I'm being honest. Speaking of the Pacers, them against New York, I think, is going to be even more fuego. To the Grizzlies. Desmond Bane dropped 35. 28, 8, and 5 for Morant. Who is this? Gregor Farrell. Okay. They put 171 on the Rockets side. 76 and 20. Nice. Very realistic. 29 and 15 against Phoenix. Shaden's not shooting that much in the sim. I actually kind of want to see that. I'm averaging 53 and 15. Scoot's averaging 18 and 6. Shaden's averaging 15, 5, and 4. I'm gonna say him too. Hell yeah. Happy Wednesday, Daniel. I keep seeing those clips of Big Body Brunson and Tyrese Halliburton on WWE. I don't even know when that happened. We have to meet with Donna in the practice facility. I don't know what the fuck Donna wants.
There he is, our homegrown superstar.
Hey,
Always knew you'd be the face
I'm
of the
not
franchise
homegrown.
always. Didn't realize it would be so soon.
You did? I must have missed that.
Oh, come on. You know I called you a tremendous talent.
That's true.
Blew everyone's expectations out of the water, lofty as they may have been.
I appreciate that, Donna. Thank you.
Don't even mention it. Shall we start your interview? The reporter for 2K Tip-Off Mag is here, and he is ready when you are.
Any advice?
Do what you always do. Be yourself.
You've now won a champ.
I think that it's fair to say, but a lot of people, they'll try to be humble when asked a question like that, but I feel like that's just evading responsibility.
How so?
I know what I mean to this team. I'm its leader, you know. And if I try to act like that I'm not, then I'm forcing that on someone else, and that's not fair to my teammates. And I know it might sound cocky, but being a leader, it means taking responsibility. And I'm the first guy that they look to when times are good or bad.
Do you think that your teammates look up to you?
I wouldn't put it that way. We're all grown men. We're all great players. I'm just the tip of the spear. But we need all of us to go where we need to go. And where we need to go is to the finals to win another championship for the people of our city.
Yeah.
Great job. Really well done.
That's it?
All right, let's take some photos for the cover.
All right.
We were all very impressed with how you handled yourself on and off the court during postseason.
Who's we?
Well, you know, folks upstairs.
Okay.
Everyone knew you were going to be a star. We just didn't realize it would be this soon.
I guess you guys knew it all along, huh?
We drafted you, didn't we? But you can't go too far catering to a rookie. It might upset the vets.
Sure. That makes sense.
Like even now. We could have you alone on the cover, or we could include your teammates.
Okay. So are we doing a solo cover or a team cover?
It's complicated. I don't know. Obviously, we want to feature you. You're who the fans want to see.
Right.
But some people get sensitive.
Okay, so which one is it?
Well, frankly, you're the face of the franchise now, so it's kind of your call. We'll support you either way.
No, we can't have people getting salty.
Great choice. Team in. Hey guys, let's get in for a photo, all right? Danny?
Yep. Ready? Let's go.
Oh, not Ken Curry.
Let's see what you guys got.
God damn it.
Great. Let's do one more for backup. Fantastic. We got everything we need.
Where's Alprin?
Good, MP.
Did I get to look? No, that's not what I was trying to do. Nice. Why is DeAndre Ayton on there? Where the fuck is Alprin? New main quest, Media Day photo shoot. What? Where is that?
So I'm thinking about letting the kids plan the next vacation. I don't know. Pick 3 destinations and pick the best one.
You lied to me. Here's the Media Day photo shoot. And it says that it's completed. Oh. I'm just taking its time. Is it because Alpert is injured? Yeah. That's bullshit. I should have included him in the photo anyways. Let's give it a little less minutes. I know I was just shit talking Ken Curry. I'll give him 30 though. The Pacers are 10-8. Got it.
Yo, can you give me a pair of the Chicago Wolves?
Huh? You want the Chicago ones? No, but I'll wear a pair of ones right in front of you to make you jealous. Man at the bounce. Bro, I see girls everywhere. Titty ass hands in the air. If it'll load. Hello? Okay. That is how bad my Wi-Fi is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, where are the ones? No, it's not 2K. I have this pair. You like these ones? Huh? I know you're jealous. Stop smiling. That dude smiles like a serial killer.
True ballers only.
Bounce. Bro, I see girls everywhere. Toto? Banger indeed. Hold the line. Well. Love isn't always on time. Whoa. Is the announcer's on? Yeah. Whoa. Now I gotta change my fucking HUD color. I keep forgetting to do that. Hold the line. Love isn't always on time. My jumper is though. Mop it up. Why is my shoot around warm up not going up? What? Okay. Dun, Star Spangled Banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
National anthem performance.
She should have sung Africa by Toto. Gotta take a lot to take me away from you. There's no better boy I could ever do. I'd lost the brains down in Africa.
See how things are shaking out in the West early in the season.
Gotta take some time to do it. Woohoo!
About them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this has all the ingredients for a special season. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Henderson. Curry is out there with Ayton. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Flash in at the point. And for the Pacers, Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Walker. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. And tonight, Clark, this is a contest the fans will love. It should be raining threes.
Hey, who doesn't love seeing the ball go in the basket? A bunch of points being scored. Fans, players, broadcasters, you and I both, we all enjoy when teams...
Wait, why am I starting off cold? I'm so confused.
Space that floor and let it fly.
We've seen a number of games now since MP set his sights on leading the game in assists. His playmaking has been interesting to watch for sure.
And MP's assist numbers really have dominated.
Why am I cold?
Since this objective was set, MP has been able to support his teammates, improve the chemistry, and win some big games here down the stretch. I gotta hand it to
Oh shit, I fell asleep.
a lot of people.
Halliburton with the bucket.
At the arc, Halliburton, confident, no fear, no hesitation. He sees a good shot, he's letting it fly.
Flash passes to Henderson. Nembhard grabs the board. On offense, here are the Pacers. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
It's not often we get
Is this some sort of storyline where I'm cold? I don't understand.
Two powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
And so here's Portland. Following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Count the basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Nembhard with it. Henderson defending. Walker with the screen for Halliburton. Clock at 6. Left side, Mathurin. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Sharp, the pass to Flash. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Lets it go with the 3.
Let me go, Shaden.
That's good.
Why am I still cold?
Got 5 now.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Is this like a glitch? My takeover isn't going up.
Pass to Walker. Here's Halliburton. Walker with the screen for Halliburton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Seems like Halliburton is always looking to do a little more, always making the extra effort. That's fairly rare.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Here's Flash. Curry passes to Ayton. Here's Flash. To the paint.
Go Ken Curry.
Curry, good.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly feeling.
I am so confused.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. 4-point game. Pass to Nembhard. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. 6 to shoot. Turner with it. Some solid defense from 8
shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Walker. Portland making their last shot. Halliburton finds Nembhard. Outside Mathurin. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Looking confident taking his shot. Very confident. Mathurin, complete belief in himself.
Here's Flash. Sharp with a screen on Halliburton. Flash passes to Sharp.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than layups, so I'd agree with you there.
Good on the second free throw.
I'm trying to think of potential solutions if my takeover meter isn't working.
Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Right side to Walker. And stolen by Sharp. And
Maybe if I get my GOAT skill active.
fast break. Henderson, no one around him. Hits the jumper in space. Henderson's got 5.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Halliburton for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road.
Just got blocked.
With the shot, he trains the quick shot. He's got 7.
The pull-up, a really big-time weapon for Halliburton. Makes it really tough to guard Tyrese.
Here's Flash. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Smack all the way over here where we are.
In this early bit of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
Turner with a screen for Halliburton. Fires for 3. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Flash passes to Sharp. Curry kicks to Ayton. And there's the whistle. That goes on Flash.
What the fuck?
That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively, he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Okay,
My
David,
takeover.
much appreciated.
It's just,
Well, talk about
I'm really gonna be cold for the entire game, huh?
But about NP, because he's become the face of his franchise in near breakneck speed.
And it didn't take long for this team to recognize they found someone special with MP. There were expectations from him, but very few people thought he'd get this important this fast.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Shaedon Sharp.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Halliburton, his shot is good, scores his third basket in 6 tries, shooting 50%.
Halliburton has a nice combination of smarts and skill. Makes him a cagey scorer.
Short, that's good.
Go
How
Shaden.
many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
So it's the Pacers now. Trailblazers knocking down the track. Outside Mathurin. Shot clock at 5. Banked in off the glass.
Mathurin going to work, just powering it home.
For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to Dallas. Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love
Indiana
to push that
Pacers.
rock. They do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
On the wing, Mathurin. Guarded by Kerr. Mathurin passes to Halliburton. Back to Mathurin. Shoots over Curry. And it's Mathurin missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
Here's Flash. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Can I not be cold now?
Lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Pacers trail by 11.
No, it's glitched.
Now, Nemhard. Nothing on the board. Halliburton outside. Turner with the screen for Halliburton. To the inside. And it's Turner finishing it off.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
Henderson with a screen on Halliburton. Henderson outside. Off target with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Halliburton passes to Mathurin. And here is Turner. Turner with a screen for Halliburton. Shoots. Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Flash. He's covered by Halliburton.
Just got blocked.
Kicked in by Halliburton. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Halliburton. And some changes here for the Pacers. Siakam is checked in for Turner. Toppin comes in for Walker. Davis is subbed in for Andrew Nemhard. Abdias checked in for the Trailblazers. In a moment here to highlight some of the best and brightest from beyond the stripe. Well, you look at Flash. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Shaden Sharp.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line. And that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
Here's Flash. 8 points for him. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Davis setting the pick for Halliburton. Fires the 3. Gets it to go.
Shit.
Beyond the arc. Halliburton's got 14.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
And Flash gets it to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now, here is Halliburton. His last outing, he had 24 points. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy.
It's too early.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Siakam. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Why are we down by 4? Why am I still cold?
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Curry, a screen on Halliburton. Flash passes to Curry. Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, what are the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA and the play itself?
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You got to be.
Okay, the only thing I can think of is to save and quit. And hopefully my takeover meter works.
And just about a minute and a half
Nope.
here in the second quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. We've got Klingon, Henderson out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Curry in at the 4 spot. Well, Brent, something we've all noticed lately. Is the small ball era starting to wind down?
Well, BA, I think in people's minds when you say small ball, they're thinking about 6'1" guys on the court. That's not what we're talking about. It's a skilled game. And I don't think the small ball skilled game is going anywhere anytime soon.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey there. Flash in their last game against the Suns played some superb basketball. He picked up 29 points and he was dealing assists all around. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him and he delivered.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, BA. There was nothing they could do to contain him.
Good
Once he
steal.
got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Henderson outside. Here's Flash. 12 points for him. 5 on the clock. Back to Henderson. Shoots over Davis. Again, the miss by Portland.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Indiana making a switch here. Bayes checked in. Here's Flash. We saw him with 29
What
points
the
in his
fuck?
last game. Here's Matherin. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Matherin's got 6. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
Portland shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And Brent Scoot Henderson spending 2 years with G League Ignite, the 2nd overall pick in 2023.
Yeah, and Scoot not the first Ignite player to go very high up in the NBA draft. You think about Jalen Green with the Rockets, but an extra year in the G League, committed to staying there and developing his game. I think that helped him in terms of his maturity, and still the sky is the limit for this kid. Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Oh, this is not good if I'm going to be cold the entire game.
They're pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Graham. Here's Flash. Now here's Henderson. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find him.
Yeah, sometimes I think the 6'9" length of Siakam surprises opponents. He's able to go through or over contact.
So it's Portland now, after the basket by Indiana. And there's the drive. And here's Grant from the arc. He drops it from range. Grant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's something Grant has worked on, capitalizing off the catch.
Siakam outside. On the wing, Matherin. Pass to Siakam. Got a hand on it. Here's Flash. 12 points for him.
Dang.
That ties it up. Flash has got 15 points.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Now here's Turner. Nembhard outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Turner, no good. And so Grant will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Curry. Here's Flash. He's covered by Matherin. Here's Flash. Another one falls for Portland.
Oh man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this.
I'm not playing like I'm cold.
To rely on.
Siakam, pass to Matherin. Can they get it? It's tipped, and he gets it back. Outside Davis. Nembhard outside. There's the drive, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's Flash. 17 points in the game. Henderson misses.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Who poked away? Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. And the three-pointer goes. And it's a three-point Pacer lead.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
And there's the screen. Inside. Here's Klingon. And he throws it
Yeah,
down.
Donovan.
What a terrific lead pass.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Nembhard. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Turner, a screen on Curry. There's Davis with the three. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Flash. The 15-footer. That shot off the mark.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Three-pointer Matherin. It's hauled in by Henderson.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Davis. 5 points in the game. Back to Nembhard. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And once more this half,
I need some help down there.
Great position inside.
Here's Flash. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes, too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt, and the camaraderie has grown.
Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. Pass to Siakam. And here's Turner from the arc. Sharp grabs the miss. Portland has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Here's Flash. He's got 22. Back to Sharp. The three from Curry.
No.
Walker pulls down the board. Indiana has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. Pass to Siakam. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing flip. conclusion in a game that's been very close so far.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful. Checking out the Trailblazers. This team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things, and I gotta say they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I gotta say, they are making it look easy here in this early part of the season at least. And now, let's get into the Indiana Pacers game. It's been a close one so far.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they've needed most.
And credit their coach for a rather liberal substitution pattern. He mixed and matched beautifully in that first half. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
I really hope I don't have to restart my whole game if this coldness doesn't go away.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Indiana leading by 4. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Miles Turner out there with Walker. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Here's Flash. Pass to Aiden. Here's Flash.
There's a foul.
By Nembhard. Nembhard's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Halliburton. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. A chance here to catch up with Alley from the sideline.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Alley just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there.
Halliburton piling up points. He can thank his impressive work ethic for that.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Flash, the pass to Aiden. 6 to shoot. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Not really his range, and it's off target.
Yeah, that shot's not going to make his teammates or coaches happy.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of shot helps with is your opponent's chance of winning.
And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs.
God damn it.
I think they chose wisely.
Okay, getting a little creative with the crossover. Unfortunately, he couldn't capitalize.
Henderson, the pass to Flash. Back to Henderson. Fires from deep. On target from range. Henderson's got 10 points.
That's a nice focus 3 from Scoot Henderson, giving the shot his complete attention.
Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. There's a screen by Turner. The 3 is up. Halliburton nails the 3.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Flash, the pass to Curry. Ayton with it. Here's Flash. He's got 22. Pass to Curry. Oh, nice D from Walker.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Mathurin finds Walker. And the jam.
This is not good.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Blazers trail by 9. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Sharp, a screen on Halliburton. Driving to the basket. Here's Henderson. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 12.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific move right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Halliburton for three. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, this really isn't good.
8 here in this quarter.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that,
I can't guard Tyrese.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You can't be overzealous with Halliburton. When you are, he embraces that, and you got to listen.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
So hits one and misses one at the line. Well, Brent, you've won championships, but you've also been on some bad teams. What's that experience like?
Well, B.A., very kind of you to remind me of that, although the therapy has paid off, so I'm doing just fine. When you are experiencing seasons that aren't going as successful as the team would like it to go, there's a point of pride in the game and the way that you approach it. You
Jesus.
separate yourself from
Aiden's got 4.
You got to dig in and show that you have the mettle to go out there and still compete.
When you think about Turner, one of the best shot blockers in the league, who can also score at all 3 levels.
Klingon, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Pass to Klingon. And here's Sharp. Here's Flash. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Portland.
He's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Now here's Nembhard. It's Walker on the wing. On the wing, Matherin. Defended by Henderson. Walker sets a screen. Here's Nembhard. Tries again.
Oh my God.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Pass to Klingon. Here's Flash. And he gets that one. Flash has got 30 points.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
Walker sets a screen. Halliburton for 3. Hauled in by Curry. Curry's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Flash. 30 points in the game. Curry, a screen on Halliburton. Top of the key. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys. Maybe
Why am I cold?
Game plan. Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. And also a switch here for Portland. Grant's checked in for Curry. And here's Indiana now. They've led by as many as 11. Turner passes to Siakam. And here's Nembhard. Turner, a screen on Henderson. Pass to Turner. Clock at 6. High post Siakam. Working on Grant. Siakam, no good. Blazers trail by 5. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode.
No, Shaden.
Time playing under control.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Back to Siakam.
Oh shit.
There's a screen by Turner. And that one's good. Siakam for 3. Siakam's got 16 points now.
But when he finds the shot he wants, Siakam is a threat from range.
They set the pick. Takes it inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Matherin finds Halliburton. And here's Siakam for three. Second shot opportunity.
God damn it. God damn it.
Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Thank you.
Here's Klingon, averaging around 5 points a game. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession.
Why am I good, bro? I'm getting subbed out so much because I'm cold. At least we have a 1-point lead.
Here's Flash. 32 points in the game for him. Outside Sharp, fires for three. That one falls.
You go Shaden.
And scoring with confidence.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
And you watch Shaden Sharp, Brett. The talent is undeniable.
Well, the athleticism really is something that jumps off the court for you. And he's not just a scorer or a rebounder. I think if he uses that athleticism, he could become an elite defender in this league. Now, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still zero here in the second.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Pacers trail by 7. Outside Davis. 50 seconds left in the third. Kicks it out to Siakam.
One for Pascal with his diverse offensive game. You're just not going to take everything away from him.
Sharp, a screen on Davis. Flash, the pass to Sharp for three. George. Indiana with a rebound.
It was a good look.
He's got 4 rebounds now. And the Pacers shooting around 52% since the start of third. Now here's Davis. He's guarded closely. To the paint. Stolen by Ayton. Here's Flash. Oh, he got it
Damn
up
it.
in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Portland ahead. They're up by 5. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Your job is just to stay in front of this guy. Don't go by.
And Coach Carlisle preaching strong defense there.
The basic fundamentals. Doesn't want to see anyone on his team get burned on this end.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court right now for Portland. We've got George. Sharp out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's
oh, Shaden.
4 slot. Sharp passes to Flash. Jacks up a 3. Halliburton with some nice D.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Yeah, flashing that athleticism. They really packs a punch on these dunks.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Flash. Curry, a screen on Halliburton. Flash, the pass to Curry. Excellent D there from Toppin.
Fucking hell, Kenneth.
Game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Davis hits.
Well, Siakam playing unselfish and a better option just to drop that one off.
Here's Flash, defended by Halliburton. There's a screen. Going inside. Flash, no good.
God damn it.
That's their plan to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
For just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Halliburton. Look at Halliburton converting through contact.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Flash, the pass to Sharp. Ayton, a screen on Davis. Back to Sharp. Ayton with a screen. This one for three. Sharp, no good. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Halliburton outside. Kicks it out to Siakam. No good from outside.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here's Flash, defended by Halliburton.
Here we go.
Called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
Well, it's one thing in a game to do a great job of drawing fouls, but going to the free throw line and delivering, that's another.
Nembhard, he's checked in for Davis. And also a switch here for Portland. Scoot Henderson's checked in for George. Siakam, the pass to Halliburton. Unloads. Again, Indiana.
This is a veteran play call by Halliburton.
I just can't guard him.
His teammates instead of trying to do it all
He's
by
too
himself.
lanky.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Henderson, the pass to Flash. Henderson with a screen on Halliburton. Back to Henderson. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, Scoot is electric. Gets to the rim with ease.
Indiana trailing here. Pass to Siakam. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Halliburton. Halliburton. Nembhard outside from the arc. Down it goes. And
Jesus.
by Halliburton. And the Pacers lead by 2.
They're playing a lot more aggressively on the offensive boards in the second half, racking up a ton of second chance points. Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Pass to Halliburton.
Help me. Somebody help me.
Resistance. Halliburton gets it to go. The Trailblazers have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Now here's Henderson. Here's Flash. Fires the three. Sends it home from three-point land. Flash has got 42 in the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Tyrese playing big in the
Holy shit, dude.
Now, defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
Henderson outside. Pass to Flash. Henderson with a screen on Halliburton. Back to Henderson. And here's Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Flash. He's covered by Bay. Flash, no good.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get closer. They weren't.
Bay passes to Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Now it's a 4-point Indiana lead.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Flash, the pass to Ayton. Back to Curry. Ayton with it. Curry, a screen on Halliburton. Nice move. Flash, that's good. Flash has got 44.
easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort.
We need misses.
Siakam finds Halliburton.
Please help. Please help.
And the sweet
My God.
the rim. That one falls. Halliburton's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. Here's Flash. Driving inside. Pass to Henderson. Outside Sharp. Launches a three. Fires.
Thank you, Shaden.
Sharp's got 15 points here in the second half.
A very capable shooter. Sharp is very confident pulling the trigger from deep.
Now here's Toppin. Back to Halliburton.
He's just gonna drive on me.
Here's the three.
Never mind.
Outside for Bay. And they call an illegal screen here.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync. You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Benedict Matherin comes in for Bay. Sharp, a screen on Halliburton. Flash, the pass to Sharp. That gives them the lead. Sharp's got 29.
Well, Sharp is such a gifted offensive
It's a good bucket.
player. He keeps his foot jammed on the accelerator when he has openings like this.
Pass to Nembhard. Here's Turner. To the inside.
Help.
Drops in the layup for two.
Please, for the love of God.
And this is the definition of a clutch player. He's 6 for 7 in the quarter as they try to pull this game out.
Sharp, a screen on Halliburton. Here's Flash. Matherin with a
Oh,
rebound.
God.
What happened there? That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Down low. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Portland has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. Pass to Aiden. And here's Henderson. Here's Flash. Back to Henderson. The three. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Matherin's got 6 rebounds in the game. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Offensive board. Matherin with the ball. Turner, a screen on Sharp. Matherin passes to Turner. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Portland Trailblazers. On Monday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Offensive board. Curry.
Looks like it.
Curry throws it down.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
To the wing on the left. Siakam for 3. Portland with a rebound. Here's Flash. Pass to Curry. Here's Flash. Henderson outside. Oh, and Turner with a block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
And he recovers it. Just 4 to shoot.
Why did he just shoot that?
No good.
What the fuck?
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for Indiana to the middle. And Siakam with the slam.
Yeah, Pascal Siakam being that guy for this team.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Here's Henderson. Pass to Flash. Aiden with it. Henderson with it. Here's Flash. Back to Henderson. Three-pointer. And Curry is good for 3.
That was a big shot.
And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Halliburton looking over the floor. Halliburton draws the double. On the wing, Matherin. Corner shot. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Henderson. There's the
Come on,
three.
Scoot. Big shot.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
We've got 1:23 left in the final quarter.
We'll take that reach.
That's a big-time play.
Pass to Curry. Here's Flash. Henderson with it. Tipped.
Oh no. I just made the dumbest play.
51 seconds left in the game.
I thought Scoot was on the wing with me.
And here's Siakam for 3. He can't get it to go.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting him rip.
Flash, the pass to Henderson.
Scoot.
Inside.
What the fuck?
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Halliburton. 27 seconds left to play in the fourth.
No way.
Defense Halliburton relies on his lateral quickness and long, lengthy body. That's how he got in front of the shooter.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and the coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Help.
Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. The game is close. He kicks it up a notch.
Here's Flash.
Dude, DeAndre, oh my god.
He got it up in time. Oh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. Time expires. We're going to overtime.
This wouldn't even be happening if my fucking takeover worked.
Quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. We've got Scoot Henderson. Sharp out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Curry in at the power forward position. Back to Siakam.
I'm really worried it's not going to work for a second game.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Pascal Siakam has really worked on his game over the years. Barely scored as a rookie and worked himself into an all-NBA selection.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Pass to Sharp. Here's Flash. Fires the 3.
I did not mean to shoot that. Oh my god. I'm falling apart.
Matherin finds Halliburton. Siakam looking it over. Nimhard with it. Defended by Henderson. Outside for Halliburton. Shot clock at 5. Oh, Halliburton!
This sucks.
Extra sauce on that one, please, Halliburton. Wow.
Blazers trail by 3. Extra time here. Just over a minute into overtime. Here's Flash. Defended by Halliburton. Henderson for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Henderson's got 20 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Halliburton outside. Halliburton draws the double. Three-pointer Matherin. And it's Portland with a rebound. Aiden's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Out to the wing. Here's Flash. For three.
God damn it.
Matherin's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Knocked loose. Here's Flash. Defended by Halliburton. Flash, the pass to Sharp. Here's Flash. Lets it go from
there
deep.
we go.
Drills it from deep. Flash has got 47 points.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Turner, a screen on Curry. And here's Siakam for three. And Indiana misses again. Trailblazers lead by 3.
Why would you pass it to me when I didn't call for it, dude? Holy fucking shit.
Nice shot by Turner.
Oh, wow. Turner just going off. Stepping up and getting it done for his squad.
Here's Flash. Pass to Sharp. Oh, and Turner.
My God.
Halliburton outside. And here's Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Spins. Let's go with a three. Hits a three-pointer.
Wow.
Halliburton's got 48.
And Halliburton looks absolutely unfazed by the moment.
Flash, the pass to Curry.
Please stop doing that, dude.
Pass to Ayton. Here's Flash. And there's the foul.
And one. Oh, it's on Aiden. Never mind.
Oh, what confidence to take this kind of shot. On the road, late game scenario, what a sequence.
Now over 3.5 minutes through this overtime period. Halliburton with the ball.
I'm just immediately calling for a double, and it doesn't matter.
That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Here's Flash. Curry finds Sharp. Here's Flash. On the wing, Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Flash, the pass to Curry. Trying to come right back with the
We're probably gonna lose this. I swear, dude.
The shot misses. Oh, nice D from Curry. So it's Portland now. Flash, the pass to Sharp.
Why would you shoot that? Why in God's name would you shoot that?
And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Siakam, he connects.
And this is why the team relies on Siakam in the big
This is such bullshit.
with the shot.
Here's Flash. Launches it.
Stop! What are you guys doing?
And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton.
Well, we lost.
And he'll sit the rest of this one out.
Early into his night. But honestly, I don't know that they can come back no matter who's on the court. With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss. Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Portland calls timeout. They're down by 6.
I'm very frustrated with this game.
What we're going to see coming out of this timeout.
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
Until they foul intentionally.
Very, very frustrated.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Timeout called. Portland. They're behind by 8. Your thoughts, guys?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
Here's Flash. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
This OT has been somewhat...
Hate my life, hate this game.
Because both teams are clearly exhausted.
So Indiana wins it. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Berry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Absolutely awesome that my takeover just never worked. I was cold the entire game, which is what lost us the game.
Well, I knew we weren't going undefeated for the rest of the season. It's okay. They wanted it more.
I don't really know what to do now. I really don't trust that if I go into another game it's gonna work. If I equip another one or something, it'll debug itself. Load into something else real quick. I don't know. Holy shit. Please just take your sweet time. It's not like I have to use the restroom or anything. Okay, well, hopefully that doesn't happen again. Going all the way to the mid-season meeting, I guess. God, why are the fucking Spurs so good with Wemby?
Let's get it in, Pete. I could watch for this.
MP, time to set goals for the second half of the season. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Take a look. Let us know what you think.
I guess we'll go MVP. I just really don't want them to match me up against guys like Jokic, Barnes, or Vic. We have to play Tyrese again.
I want to be the MVP.
You looking for those bright lights, huh?
Playing at the MVP level will help us get a title. In order to give the most to the team, I have to ask the most of myself first.
You have the ability, and the way you've been performing this year, you're worthy of the recognition, but that is a reward that is based largely on perception.
Well, it's a tricky thing, I get that.
Well, luckily, we know how to play the game. You show out against other MVP contenders.
And win games.
And we will do our part to help you get the media on your side.
All right, I'm with it. That sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every moment matters. Give everything you've got to this and you'll be rewarded.
What's up, MP? Go on, Pete. Let's go. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
How the fuck did we lose to the Jazz? Okay, we got Alper and Şengün back, that's good. Oh, please. Please don't be broken with my takeover. I beg of you.
About game time, campaign time.
Please, please. I'm probably just gonna restart my game if I can't get a fucking takeover. Okay, no, it looks like it's working. Thank goodness.
And there's a lot of excited basketball fans revved up and ready to get going. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight it'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings out west. You take a look at the Trailblazers, earning the first place position with the...
Wonder why OKC's playing.
The Trailblazers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Curry is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then there's Scoot Henderson. Then there's Flash, and it's Sharp, and hit the three. And for Oklahoma City, Murray out there with Lou Dort. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Wallace in its shooting guard. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to
scoot
defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. We've got 2 MVP candidates clashing in this one, and MP believes that will make things extra competitive. He said the best players bring the best out of you. We know we have to be locked in against this team, and I'm sure they feel the same way about us. They do. Kevin?
They're not taking this matchup lightly, are they, David? Nor should he. Flash passes to Şengün. Here's Flash.
Bang.
And the assist goes to Şengün.
Known as a terrific passer at his position, Şengün excels at finding the open man.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to...
Why would you pass that, Shaden?
Dort passes to Murray. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Now that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
And the Trailblazers, another 3.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Count it, good.
Listen, that is all you can do defensively. Lou Dort, at times, is just going to make tough shots.
Here's Flash. He's got 6. To the middle. Here's Sharp. Unable to get that one. Nice defense from Dort. Wallace with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Nice shot by Wallace.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Here's Flash. Last game out, he had 40 points. And then Henderson.
He goes scoot.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And great, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. Oklahoma City moving it around. Dort kicks to Murray. Wallace with the ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Here's Flash. It's tipped. Wallace goes in, and the jam by Wallace.
Just a chance there for the defense.
I feel like this is going to be another frustrating one.
No business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Here's Flash. Şengün passes to Henderson.
I should have pulled.
Up top, Şengün. Pass to Flash. Shot clock at 6. Sharp with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a 3. Rebound by Wallace.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here is Dort. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. To the left side wing. Here's Flash. He's got 6. Down low.
Here you go, Alpern.
Letting the big fella eat. Şengün just doing his thing down low.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 2. Bounces.
No way.
And drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
Curry kicks to Henderson. Back to Curry. Pass to Sharp. Sharp with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Flash. Back to Sharp. Misses the three. The Thunder have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Henderson against Wallace. A miss that time would have put him up.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Jesus Christ, shoot him.
Want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Portland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Here's Flash. He's got 6. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around.
Oh my God.
Again, it's the Trailblazers missing.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Portland trailing here. Here's Flash. Curry, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Flash, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Wallace looking for an opening.
Oh.
11 feet away in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
For Portland, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Curry, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Flash gets it to go. Flash has got 10 points.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Murray. Outside, towards. Now here's Murray. Still
Help. My God.
Gets it to go.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
From the arc.
Bang.
Another hit. Shot made once more from Flash. 13 points in the game.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
Pass to Holmgren. Connects from 3-point range. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Great response by Chet Holmgren. Drills the 3 right back at you.
Here's Flash. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. Shingun with the
You're Auburn.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wallace. Inside.
Help me.
And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist.
Love of God.
When they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. A different look now for Portland. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Curry, and Avdia subbed in for Shaedon Sharp. Here's Flash. 13 points in the game. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach...
Oh my God.
...with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
Pass to Topic. And here is Holmgren. He's covered by 8. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from 3-point territory and with great range from 3. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
Now, here's Şengün. His last outing, he had 18 points. And there's the drive. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Tries again. Here's Flash. Henderson outside. Second chance shot. It's blocked.
Jesus.
Here's Topic. Still without a basket. And let's now go to Sean.
I feel like we're going to lose 2 straight on the sticks.
Sean.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. With anticipation leading up to the trade deadline, the Hornets front office has not been idle. They were looking for a throwback 5 to lock down the middle of the floor for them. And once Jakob Poeltl's name was mentioned, I'm told all other conversations stopped. He was their guy. And you know what? With how they play, it might work out very, very well.
Thank you for the insight, Shams. Much appreciated. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Flash in the last game against
I'm so weak in the paint.
And to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. And those are big numbers he put up. Hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Here's Topic. Coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. Launches a 3. Portland grabs the miss. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA, because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
Now, here's Holmgren. Talking about that win against the Timberwolves, he was definitely a major factor as well. Here's Holmgren. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Drew. Here's Topic. Offensive rebound. Holmgren. Lays it up.
Wow, this is not going to be fun, is it?
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Flash passes to Ayton. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Flash gets it to go.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Here's Topic. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Pass to Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back to the action in just a minute. One quarter in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Alex Caruso out there with Drew. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's
bad possession.
And it's Teague in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. And it's blocked. Sharp, the pass to Flash. Clinging with it. Here's Flash. Clinging at the elbow. Great, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Frazier, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous Alexander deciding where to go with it. It's tipped.
Thank you. Finally some help defense.
Here's Flash. Gilgeous Alexander covering. They set the pick. Here's Flash. And it's all evened up. Flash has got 21 in the game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Topic. Pass to Gilgeous Alexander. Lets the three fly. And Curry pulls it down.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Flash. Again, the
Good shot.
score.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. With the teardrop.
Thank you.
It's blocked.
They were actually playing help defense.
Here's Flash. He's got 23. Pass to Sharp. Here's Flash. The three.
Bang.
And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. He picked up 36 points in the last one against Minnesota. And the shot goes in.
Boy, this guy is an absolute force of nature on the offensive end. SGA, I don't know what the defense is going to do with you.
Bang.
Knocking that one down. Flash has got the lead up to 6 now for Portland.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Pass to Drew. Here's the screen. Here's Topic. Gets an open look and hits. Topic has got his second basket of the night. Trailblazers leading by 4. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Flash. He's got 29 points. Back to Sharp. And the call on the shot.
I'll take that.
Into the line. That one on Gilgeous Alexander.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Hello, Via son.
For the Thunder, Keegan Murray's checked it.
I can't join your party or play online. My internet is really bad.
And for Frazier. And it's Cason Wallace in for Alex Caruso. Grant is checked in for Portland. He's perfect from the line this time.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Murray outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And when Murray is aggressive,
I'm legend now. Good shit.
the defender off balance, and they resort to foul.
So he gets them both. Here's Flash. And Klingon has it in the corner. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Flash. Gilgeous Alexander covering. He gets it in there. And that's 31 points for Flash.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Gilgeous Alexander, a screen on Grant. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to 4 points. The basket there from Gilgeous Alexander.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Here's Flash. He has 31. Grant kicks to Curry. Here's Flash.
Oh no. Already them hit the deck.
Now tonight.
Help me.
Here's Wallace. And he's good on the 3-ball. Wallace has got 9.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the 3-point line, and that's all the room he needs. Flash passes to Grant.
Why would you shoot that? Oh, okay, never mind.
On the assist by Grant. Curry's got his first points of the game.
Well, the defense was draped all over him, but he went to the fadeaway and drilled it.
To the paint. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just one on the basket for Murray.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Flash gets it to go. Flash has got 33.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Here's Topic. He's covered by Grant. Outside for Murray. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Jesus.
Since day one in the NBA, Murray's shown he has the ability to knock down the three. You can't give him space, especially in the corner.
Portland's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Curry, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws.
I'll take it.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Denny Avdia.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Topic. Murray outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Flash passes to Grant. Here's Flash. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
There we go.
37 points for Flash.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit.
Post-star.
Grant's done it all. Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Dagnall said he'll get dunked
God damn it.
straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. David, he
Fuck.
is fierce. They're trailing by 3. Murray, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Donovan Clingan.
Well, the tremendous length at the guard spot that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander presents is a problem for a lot of defensive players.
So for the Trailblazers, Şengün's checked in for Clingan. Ayton comes in for Curry, and Scoot Henderson.
There we go.
subbed in for
Bang.
Shai. And Flash gets it to go.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Crazy that 42 and we fucking are only up by 4.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. No bucket, and that miss is number 6. He's made 7.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
There we go.
Gets it to go.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. 7-point differential. Murray, the pass to Holmgren.
Good defense.
And no good that time. Great defense that time from Şengün.
Where's the foul?
The Thunder have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. And that one drops for him.
Well, that's a big-time strong take right there by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the deck. Score it. Yes, sir.
Here's Flash. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Ayton, the pass to Şengün. Here's Flash.
I won.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. Topic is checked in for the Thunder. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Wallace.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter. Riding the wave here.
Grant gets a wide open.
There you go, Jeremy.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
What a response from Grant. If his team wasn't fired up, they are now.
Pass to Holmgren. Shot from the low block. Şengün
Good defense.
with the rebound. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Flash. Non-stop scoring machine here. Back to Henderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Flash, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. 1:27 left to play here in the second quarter. Jordan with the bounce pass. Topic. No good with the triple. Portland leading by 8. A 3-ball.
Yurt.
Again. That gives him 51.
Making it look
51 in the first half. Holy shit.
now almost exclusively from the triple.
I'm down by 7 against OKC.
Are from beyond the arc.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Out to Henderson.
Scoot, what the fuck was that?
Coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
Now Grant, after Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. Henderson with a screen on Wallace. Flash passes to Henderson.
There you go.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Diaz checked in for Grant. There's 21 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Topic. Murray left side. They need this. That shot misses.
You're not going to see that very often.
That's a good-ass half.
Just let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And so it's Portland looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Portland Trailblazers.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
We know the drives to
franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks the studio team. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, We'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Flash has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Coffee time, BRB. Let's get it.
Trailblazers leading by 13 on the court for the Trailblazers. We've got Scoot Henderson. Curry is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Sharp, and it's Flash in at the point guard. Sharp, the pass to Flash. Back to Sharp, takes the three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Murray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with his mobility, Murray doesn't need the ball in his hands all the time to be effective. His movement and energy alone puts pressure on the defense.
Gonna try our best to keep this lead.
Nails both of them. The Trailblazers shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. And Flash gets it to go. Flash has got 53.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Here's Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice shot from 10 feet out. That's 23 points for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Henderson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Flash passes to Henderson.
Here goes Scoot.
To set up the lay-in. Henderson's got 9.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Wallace, good.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Pass to Henderson. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Sharp with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Flash. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Get it out of here. Holmgren too much defensively.
Where's the foul?
Thunder trailing by 10. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 23. Here's the 3. Portland grabs the miss. Şengün's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
That's a big-time finish for Chet Holmgren, boy. You get him in the restricted area, look out.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Şengün with the screen for Henderson. And again, it's the Blazers missing. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Pass to Murray. Shoots. Again, the Thunder score.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Here's Flash. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Now, here's Sean. Henderson, no one around him.
Come on, Scoot.
It's the Trailblazers missing.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. Oh, you look at Flash. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Shaedon Sharpe.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
Klingen, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün.
Uncharacteristic
Good
to
take.
the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots. Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Murray outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in there.
God damn it.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26.
We all know SGA is a prolific driver. The counterpoint has got to be, he's got to be a threat from 3.
Henderson outside. Spins. He got it again. Sensational.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Murray outside. And that'll be
Stop fouling him, Ken. Jesus. Curry's got 4.
A serve play for Murray inside, absorbing the contact.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Portland.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing.
Why would... Okay.
Boy, boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game. I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Wallace, the pass to Holmgren.
Do not foul.
Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Wallace. And Klingon pulls it down.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Here's Flash. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. Good work there as it goes.
It was weird, but it works.
Flash has got 57 points.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, look up at the scoreboard. That's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Here's Flash, defended by Holmgren.
Fuck.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Wasted no
Fuck.
time on that one. Now just a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Here's Flash. Non-stop scoring machine here. Pass to Henderson.
Here you go, Scope. Mean Jan.
Put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's the Thunder with the ball after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Here's Flash. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. Henderson with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Henderson. Here's Flash. Gilgeous-Alexander cover.
Oh my God.
And by Dort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First personal foul. It's on Scoot Henderson.
What you love about Lou Dort is this guy seizes an opportunity early in his career. He is always searching for ways to improve, and we know what a force he can be on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Andre Ayton's checked in for Klingon. Avdia comes in for Curry, and it's Jeremy Grant in for Shaedon Sharp. Now here's Ayton. Scoreless thus far. Just 5 to shoot. And contact on the
Thank you, Chet.
So he'll be shooting free throws here. The Trailblazers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Topic is checked in. Thunder trailing by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And here we go. Fast break. Henderson's got it.
Bang.
Again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 31. From deep. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Flash passes to Henderson.
Here you go,
2
Scoop.
free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Looking now at some numbers for Flash. Over the last month, he
Fuck.
has been spectacular. And he's a devastating finisher on the inside. The best field goal percentage in the league.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cruz checked in for Keegan Murray. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous.
Alex Caruso off the dribble. What the fuck?
On that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Here's Flash. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Out to Henderson.
God damn it.
But that three is off the mark.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Back to Holmgren. On the wing, Wallace. He's covered by 8. Three-pointer. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Drew.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's Flash. Outside, Avdia. Fires from the wing. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 64 points for Flash. Pass to Drew. And here is Wallace. Holmgren sends the screen for Wallace. Great look, but off the mark.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Ayton the screen. Here's Flash. And the rejection by Holmgren.
No foul?
Wow, Chet Holmgren sending it back. He is willing to take on any kind of challenge.
True. And again,
what?
Oklahoma City.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And they pick up 2. 66 points for Flash.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
Pass to Holmgren. That is 6th rebound on the night.
Scoot.
No good. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Pass to Holmgren. Into the lane. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Oh, Holmgren makes the right read there. Doesn't hesitate on the dribble drive. Nice move.
Here's Flash.
Yes, sir.
The ball is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Holmgren with a screen on Grant. Caruso, no good. Pass to Flash. That's good from Flash. Both free throws good from Flash. Here's Topic. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so is Portland going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We're snapping that net.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Drew. Topic is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Teague. And
I need help there.
Down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Flash. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Ayton kicks to Şengün. Here's Flash. Back to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Great timing and a really good read there from Şengün. Spaces the floor and is rewarded.
Here's Topic. To the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
I blocked it. What the fuck?
Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
Get that shit out of here.
That kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
You get a thumbnail of that. That's probably my most impressive play. Aye. Oh shit.
And Portland making a change here. Curry's checked in.
Why'd I just lose fans?
Pass to Drew. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. A 3. Good on the 3-point
Damn it.
shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 36.
After hitting only 1 from downtown the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Curry, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Damn it.
Flash misses.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Teague finds Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 38 points. Here's Flash.
Bang.
From beyond the arc. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. He can't hit that time.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here's Flash.
Where's the foul?
That's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Caruso against Sharp. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. George.
Good defense.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Sharp. Here's Flash. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And the shot goes
Tammy still made that.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got 40 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
That one good for 2.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on.
You can't guard me, Shea.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. There's the 3.
Shea, you gotta make that.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Drew. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Well, you see SGA and the strides he's making as a playmaker. This guy is so good, on point with his reads.
Flash.
Bang.
And for 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And it's a 4-way tie now. Himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Dame Lillard.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Here's Flash. It's
no foul.
By Oklahoma City. Drew's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Topic. Pass to Drew. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Goes up on the top of the key. And again, it's Oklahoma.
Jesus.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Got a piece of it.
Oh my God. We need to stop.
Caruso looking for an opening. Here's Topic.
Illegal screen, thank you.
Illegal screen.
Fourth foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
Wallace is checked in for T. And a switch here also for Portland. Javier checked in for George.
Oh, come on.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And here is Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Sharp. And it'll go. And the Blazers
Fuck,
is
dude.
down now to just 4 points with the basket from Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Flash.
Game one.
Another basket.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Drew. Murray comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Topic. Trailblazers leading by 7. Here's Flash. Back to Henderson.
There you go.
Foul as the whistle blows.
It takes Scoot.
2 free throws. That one on Holmgren. And that one falls for Henderson. Both free throws good from Henderson. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Ooh.
Flash passes to Henderson.
Here you go, Scout.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Didn't mean to do it behind the back there.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort against Sharp. Here's Holmgren.
Good defense.
The try spell continuing for him.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an
Shit.
area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Up top, Dort. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Holmgren.
Nice defense.
Leading by 12. Here's Flash. Good, that's another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And Mark Daigneault.
Oh!
He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Şengün's checked in for the Trailblazers. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during
Oh,
the
shit.
He tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Flash. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3, Henderson.
Good shot, Scoot.
Long range. Henderson's got 8 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Pass to Flash. Now, here's Sharp. Here's Flash. 5 on the clock. Henderson outside. Puts up a 3.
It's a bad possession.
Defense from Wallace. They're trailing by 15. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Flash. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And good! There's another.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. To the left wing. Şengün with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Oklahoma City's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Murray, no good. Portland leading by 11. Pass to Flash. In the corner, Henderson with it. Here's Flash. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Was not the shot I was trying to take.
55% in the 4th. They are executing late. Outside for Murray. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh God! I swear, if we blow a lead like this.
He's got his 3rd assist on the night. Portland's gone over and over to the 3-point shot in the 4th quarter. 4th again. Wow.
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the 2nd most points
That's a charge.
in the game. What a historic night.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
1:30 left in the game. Trailblazers leading by 11. Here's Flash. Oh, and he
What the fuck?
Dort passes to Wallace. Excellent defense there from Henderson. And for Portland, they're shooting about 45% from the 4 in the 4th. Pass to Şengün. Off target from 3-point range. Oklahoma City shooting 53% from the 4. They're locked in. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Wallace. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. But Trey knocks down the 3-ball. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Driving inside. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game. 13 foul. Here's Flash. Curry, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Sharp has it in the corner. And right away,
You're shading.
a 3-pointer of their own.
GG's.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Sharp.
Hell yeah.
So the Trailblazers win it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Older, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
Out there tonight.
MP with one of the top shooting performances in league history.
I'm running out out of things to say.
Someone said I'm the best shooter in the league. I've hated on him for a long time, but I gotta give Centric credit tonight. He shocked me. Why am I shocking you? I dropped 88, boy. Excuse me, greatest NBA fan. We already have a ring. Yeah, we just played SGA, Coach T. You're an idiot. Oh my god, Chris Brickley won't stop texting me. Same with Chris Matthews. How much VC do I have? I wanted to get a cool sweatshirt. Okay, I have enough. I like the oversized hoodies.
Whoa. No way. This can't be real.
Excuse me. How much oversized hoodie do I want? I actually don't know. We'll get the white one.
Thank you so much. We'll be here all year.
Hell yeah. New hoodie alert. Good shit. Damn, 3 straight key games. There's a fat road stretch as well. Ah, damn it, Ken Curry is hurt. Got DeAndre at the 4. Okay. I had 83 points last game. Hell yeah. Shooting 72% from the field, 64 from downtown. That is insane.
He's about to tear it up. Throw them buffs on them, Pete. We're in the deep.
What did you just say to me?
Kicks him.
You like my kicks, huh? I'm gonna take home one of these cheerleaders from Detroit. Yeah, yeah. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. What's going on? Whip it now. Give me the ball.
As we bring you Friday night basketball on
Oh, the Pistons are good.
Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And his scoring numbers have been moving in the right direction these past few years. He's continued to get better at adjusting to what opposing defenses are throwing at him, and he's finding ways to get buckets by any means necessary.
Here's the starting group for Portland. DeAndre Ayton's out there with Alperon Şengün. Then there's Scoot Henderson. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. And it's Flash in at point guard. And for the Pistons, Cade Cunningham out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. Coming into tonight, both teams are absolutely on fire, Stan.
Well, Brian, we heard someone say it earlier. It's like an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. One thing is for sure.
Damn, Chauncey's still got a losing record. Oh no, the Pistons are Josh Giddey.
And it's the Pistons to start out. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Duren. Back to Cunningham. Sinks it from distance.
Well, as a defense, you have to expect
Third straight game I have to guard a big guard.
he's not shy at the arc.
Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Thanks, BA. I spoke with MP about his star-studded contest coming up, and he looked across the court and said, "We'd love a challenge.
Okay.
We've been watching tape, and we think we have a solution for the problem over there. I can't wait to find out how these two juggernauts affect today's outcome."
Yeah,
that's not good.
This is going to be a good one. Thanks, Allie. Here's Flash. Playing Phoenix, he was nearly unstoppable. Şengün, a screen on Cunningham. Flash, the pass tip to Şengün. And he's going to the line for 2.
Take that.
The official saw contact while he was going up.
I only missed 2 shots against the Suns. Holy shit.
Like Damian Lillard, it really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up.
Buddy, that was 5 years ago.
Now here's Cunningham.
In this MyCareer.
By Stewart. From deep. And the
Oh God.
another 3.
Well, he's always on the hunt. Cunningham's next shot is never far off.
Flash, the pass tip to Sharpe. Here's Flash. He's watched by Cunningham. Henderson with a screen on Cunningham. Henderson outside. Tried to answer.
Oh God.
3 is off the mark. Detroit has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Throws it up high. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, as a lob partner, Duren's exactly what you want. He really goes and gets it.
Well, that is not the start we were hoping for.
He's going to talk it over with his guys. It's a 9-point spread. Here's Flash. Pass to Henderson. The 3 ball.
Come on, Scoot. There you go.
The 3.
And credit Henderson's teammate. They got him the ball right on time.
Cunningham outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Staying the top pick in the 2021 draft, Cade Cunningham. He's made major strides the last couple of years, but what have you seen from him?
Well, he's a big guard who can both score and create shots for his teammates. I think this guy is a winner.
Now here's Henderson. He picked up 10 in his last game. Sharpe.
No, that was a terrible possession.
As an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Thompson doing some damage on the offensive end.
Dude.
A little over 14 points a
Holy
game.
shit.
They're already up by double digits.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Stop giving me the fucking ball too early.
Here's Flash. He's watched by Cunningham. Flash, that's good.
Henderson had great vision when he came into the league, and he's continued to build on it.
Here's Giddy. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Wow, on fire. They haven't missed a shot so far.
Blazers trail by 10. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Three-pointer Sharp.
Negotiating.
Well, just a couple of years into the league, but Sharp has shown he's good from deep.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Giddy. Stewart, a screen on Henderson. Knocks it loose. Stolen by
That's still.
Three-pointer.
Bang.
And again, it's Portland with a three.
Well, Sharp's primary focus is scoring, but if a guy is totally open, he'll make the right pass.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. That one a little long.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Here's Flash. Now here's Ayton.
And one. There you go, DeAndre.
He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Trailblazers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball.
Or not.
Selfless basketball and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Blazers trail by 3. Here's Flash. Ooh, he's looking comfortable.
That was a good move.
3 for 3.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with JB Bickerstaff. I asked him what their biggest challenge would be defensively, and his quick answer was Scoot Henderson. He said Henderson's as explosive as they come. We can't let him get out on the break and control the pace. Their hope is to force Henderson to operate the half-court offense, but Scoot may have other ideas, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Flash. 7 points in the game. Henderson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Flash. He drains it as the
That was
shot
tough.
kicks down. Flash has got 9.
I just love the ball movement.
For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. Stewart, a screen on Sharp. And
No
here's
way.
Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Portland leading. Three-pointer Sharp. That shot missing.
No, it was not smart.
Detroit has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. To the paint. Şengün with a
Good
steal.
steal.
Sharp with it. Now Thompson defending.
Oh, god damn it, Scout.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Sharp, a screen on Thompson. Outside Sharp. Here's Flash. Back to Sharp. Here's Flash. Defended by Thompson.
Bad possession.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
Isaiah Stewart got hurt.
Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And here are are some of the best scorers in the league so far. Fifth best, Cade Cunningham.
He's proven to be an essential part of their offensive efforts. Always playing hard on
Yeah,
that
try to
end
touch
and
52 per
ensuring they
game,
come up
boy.
with points.
The Pistons trailing. And again, no good by Detroit.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
God damn it.
The Pistons have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Pass to Duren. To get back on track. And the dunk by Duren.
Physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room.
Welcome to the channel, Max.
Here's Flash. He's watched by Cunningham. Flash, the pass to Şengün. Here's Flash. The three.
Splash.
From distance. Flash has got 12 points in the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to De Silva. Cunningham on the wing. To the inside. And the dunk.
God damn.
And what a read there from Cunningham. Showing he has vision and time.
Yeah, I've thought about making a center a couple times. Just haven't gotten around to
4
it.
of 8 from outside in this first quarter. Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing.
That was weird, but it worked.
And then things just snowballed on.
They had one with 90 strength and vert.
A major reason they're up right now.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons.
Sounds like a pretty good center build. Snagging 7-footers.
Sasser takes a three. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Flash. He's got 14. And here's Şengün. Ayton finds Sharp. Now here's Şengün. Here's Flash. 5 to shoot.
There's a foul.
Rebound by Detroit. Duren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low.
Could not let Tristan De Silva. God damn it, DeAndre.
So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
80 ball handle. Oh shit. Any less than 24 boards. Hell
I
yeah.
think it's even more mental than physical. It's the preparing for games every night, competing against the best players in the world. It takes a toll on everybody. Players, coaches, you just got to bring great energy and enthusiasm every night.
Josh Giddey's checked in for Detroit. Klingin,
Come on, Scoop.
checked in for Portland.
There you go.
Comes in for DeAndre Ayton.
Well, we know he can hit those. For Henderson, it's all about
Jesus.
becoming more reliable out there.
Big with 85 speed and 90 strength. That sounds menacing.
From behind the arc. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Klingin. Right now averaging 5.5 a game.
The hell is happening over in that left corner?
Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Klingin's shot is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Giddey. Pass to De Silva. Here's Sasser. Now Duren. Defended by Henderson. The jump hook. Off the window.
Shit.
It's good. Duren's got 8 points.
Ooh, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
I got rim packed again. Oh my god.
For missing that one. That's just a blown up.
Yeah, my excuse is that I'm 5'9", bozo.
Pass to Duren.
Help.
Here's De Silva. Uses the glass on the layup. And now a 3-point Detroit lead.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Sharp passes to Flash. Back to Sharp to end the run.
God damn, Shaden.
Duran's got 6 rebounds in the game. Kitty with it. The three is up. Nails it from 3. Give him 8 points now.
Easy look when the defender
Alright, tough quarter.
over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Pistons ahead. They're up by 6. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Detroit.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep.
Hi, Donovan.
Keep it up. It could be a big night for them.
We got a chance here to check in on Isaiah Stewart's status. Allie, what'd you find out?
Hi guys, the head athletic trainer for Detroit provided some information. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. And for a team with definite title hopes,
No way.
it will now be a case of next man up until he can return.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah,
Should've pulled.
It's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport.
Thank you, Josh.
It continues to get bigger and faster.
We've got Mitchell Robinson. Marcus Sasser is out there with Josh Giddey.
Oh, my God.
And it's De Silva in at the 4. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Portland making a switch here. Ayton's checked in. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey there, Flash in their last game against the Suns played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he made a lot of shrewd decisions.
Oh, DeAndre.
A hefty assist total for him. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game, guys.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And Detroit making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And also a switch here for Portland. Şengün's checked in. Pass to Flash. Tries it from 19. And the basket good.
There you go.
A bank shot that time. Flash has got 17.
Not exactly what Coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
Kitty with it. Back to Sasser. And looks like an illegal pick was set.
Thank you, thank you.
And now a glimpse of who's out ahead in the All-Star voting.
I'm sure the fans and the players are eager for an update.
The fans certainly took notice of his play this year. He has the lead in the Western Conference voting.
And you know, thinking back on all he's accomplished this season, that's right where I expected him to be.
It's shaping up to be a terrific All-Star weekend. More news to come as we receive it. Here's Flash. He's got 17.
There you go, Alpern.
And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, textbook work by Şengün, setting a solid screen and then getting open.
And here's Giddey. Give him 8 points now. Robinson, a screen on Henderson. Here's Giddey.
Good board.
Rebound by the Trailblazers. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Flash. Pass to Ayton. Here's Flash. Sasser defending. Three-pointer Sharp.
There you go, Shaden. Holy shit.
And it's a three-point
Tough shot.
lead.
Well, you have to be excited about Sharp's future. He's just a fearless shooter.
Now Giddey. And a about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
Pass to Sharp. Henderson outside. Now Şengün. Here's Flash. Outside for Henderson. Out to the right wing. Releases. And it's Portland
Tough.
scoring again.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Now Sasser coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Thompson with a screen. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
God damn it.
This kid, Asar Thompson, can fly.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Flash. 19 points in the game. It's hauled in by Robinson. For Detroit, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Giddey. Goes up and
Jesus.
Nice and easy. Giddey's got 10 points in the game.
And so much fight in Josh Giddey. He showed it on the interior that time.
Beyond the arc.
Bang.
That's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court. And it also keeps the bench fired up.
Now here's Giddey. 10 points for him. Robinson, a screen on Henderson. Here's Giddey. Pass to Holland. Lets the 3 fly. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Portland has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Here he goes. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Duran comes in for Robinson, and Cunningham subbed in for Sasser. And also a switch here for Portland. Grant's checked in for Henderson. Now here's Duran. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Cunningham finds Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Giddey.
Good defense, Shaden.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Up top, Şengün. Here's Flash. He's got 24. Pass to Sharp. Shoots.
Gotta knock down that midi.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
And, Coach, how about the Thompson twins making their impact felt in the 2023 draft?
Yeah, Brian, we've seen twins in the NBA before, albeit not very often. But these two made history that draft day, becoming the first pair of twins to be selected in the top 5 of the same draft.
Here's Flash, following the score by Detroit. Back to Cunningham. Thompson right side. Duran with a screen on Ayton. Here's Thompson. Duran with it.
Come on, D up. Thank you.
Doesn't go for him. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Here's Flash.
Bang.
Nails it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
And they're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
Cunningham finds Duran. Shoots over Şengün. And he gets it to go.
No way.
Duran's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, it's always a huge bonus when Duran has a scoring night like this.
Oh, shit.
Here's Flash. He's watched by Cunningham. Flash, that's good.
I'll take it.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. To the inside. Here's Holland. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Here's Flash.
Oh, man.
Pass to Graham. Here's Flash. And there it is for him. Flash has got 33 points.
Yeah, look, that's a good find by the veteran. Grant keeping everyone involved.
Back to Cunningham. Pulls up. Pass to Giddey. Now Thompson. Duran with it. He's covered by Ayton. Duran, the pass to Cunningham. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Cunningham's got 14.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can hit.
That is not.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You look at the Pistons, here around the midway point, they've proven to be a top 3 team in their conference.
Right now for Detroit,
damn it.
credit. I mean, they've been playing very well this season, but they can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal right now. They know they have a bullseye on their backs.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs.
So it's Portland now, following the score by Detroit. Grant, the pass to Flash. Back to Grant from downtown. The Pistons clear it. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
Risky strategy here. I mean, shifting their offense more to the outside.
Oh, man.
Detroit has gone 5.
Shaden is really not playing good.
Here's Holland. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Duran, the screen. Here's Cunningham. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. To the left wing. Here's Flash. 33 points.
Stop. What are you fucking doing, Alpern?
A minute and a half left in the first half of basketball. Back to Şengün.
Oh, God.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
It's stolen. Here's Flash. Sharp, a screen on Cunningham. Outside Sharp. Here's Flash. Knocks down the 18-footer. Flash has got 35 in the game.
A steady start has turned into a spectacular second quarter for him.
Pass to Holland. Back to Sasser. Cunningham outside. Duran, the screen. There's the triple. And it's Cunningham missing.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
The shake. Sharp goes in. Thompson.
What the fuck was that, Shaden?
Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Sasser outside. 26 seconds left in the second period. And he can't get that one. Here's Flash. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
That was not post moves. What? Huh? Using his post moves. Yeah, okay.
Now here's Cunningham. 14 points for him. 2 points. That one goes.
I got buzzer.
Cunningham's got 4 points this quarter.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And that concludes the first half. Portland ahead, up 6. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend, let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV, you know, it jumps out at you. But the players on the court don't even notice it.
That's because you're always looking up at everybody, Kenny. Always knew what the floor looked like.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Detroit Pistons.
I'm surprised it's this close, not gonna lie. They played some weak D, giving up too many easy open looks.
Mincing, no words, as usual. We'll see if Coach can get into their heads. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game.
Bathroom break. I've started binge watching Hawaii Five-0. Pretty damn good show.
And it's the Blazers with the ball. Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. They've got DeAndre Ayton. He's out there with Alperon Şengün. Henderson out there with Sharp. And it's Flash in at the 1. Back to Henderson. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Pistons trail by 6. Will Stanley was a 5-time All-Star. Chauncey Billups, just 1 year as an assistant before becoming a head coach.
Yeah, but Brian, Chauncey Billups was a guy that even when he was a player and then as a broadcaster, always fought like a head coach. Yeah, and Cunningham is one of the more difficult players to guard in that pick and roll.
Here's Flash. He's watched by Cunningham. Pass to Flash. Now here's Sharp. Shot clock at 6. Here's Flash. Good work there as it goes. Flash has got 41.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Giddey passes to Duran. And there's the call.
Nice.
It's going to be an illegal screen. Looking now at some numbers for him.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
Henderson outside. Sharp passes to Flash. Sharp, a screen on Cunningham. Back to Sharp.
Wide open, come on. There you go.
And it's an 8-point Portland lead.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from this.
Stewart outside. Fires from deep. Portland with a rebound. Şengün's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Driving in. Henderson for 3. And it's Giddey.
Damn it, Scoot.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Stewart. Now Cunningham takes a 3. Cunningham confident in his range.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Here's Flash. He's watched by Cunningham. Henderson with a screen on Cunningham. Flash, the pass to Henderson. That one goes.
There you go.
Count it. Henderson's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, sometimes you got to go in there and play big, and that's what Scoot did.
To the right side. Duran against Şengün. Back to Cunningham. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Should have pulled.
Here's Flash. And he's got 41 now. Outside Sharp. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Stewart. Pistons trail by 7. Pass to Giddey. He takes it in. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Fuck.
Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore.
Yeah, put me in at center.
By merit.
George, he's checked in for Portland. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the 3rd. Sharp.
No shading.
Pass to set up the lay-in. Sharp's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice focus. Sharp wanted that bucket inside, so he went and got it.
Outside Giddey. Pass to Cunningham. Duran the screen. And he's going for the oop here. Throw it down on the lob.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Trailblazers lead by 5. Here's Flash.
Deep 3.
Sinks it. What range from downtown. Flash has got 44. Pass to Thompson. Back to Cunningham.
Oh shit, I fell asleep. Good defense, Alpern.
And here's the fast break. Here's Flash.
Here.
Again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Well, clearly Henderson has strong passing instinct. He can sense where the best place is to get the ball.
Giddey passes to Thompson. Misses the 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking.
Henderson outside. Here's Flash.
That was a heat check.
thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Back to Cunningham. They set the screen. Pass to Thompson. Drives to the hoop.
Oh my God.
Slam dunk by Thompson.
Well, he is a wiry, strong athlete. Thompson's able to go through the contact.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Trailblazers lead by 8. Here's Flash. Lays it up and banks it in. Flash has got 49 in the game.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Pass to Giddey. Kicks it out to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Stewart, no good. Portland has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Instead, after starting his NBA career playing at center, the 6'8" Isaiah Stewart, more often now a power forward.
Yeah, look, Brian, he's improved as a shooter. He still looks more like an old school big at the 4 spot, but he can step out and stretch the floor.
And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot.
That was a terrible possession.
Holland, he's checked in for Thompson. Klingon.
This kid's teammate great at.
He's checked
Shit.
in for Portland.
He's at an A-.
Giddey with it. He's got 12. Cunningham passes to Stewart. The shot won't
Good
fall.
defense.
Ooh, nice D from George. Trailblazers lead by 10. Henderson, the pass to Flash. Into the lane. On the wing, Grant. From the arc. 6 to shoot. And it's Giddey.
Oh, you gotta make that, Jeremy.
The Pistons have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Cunningham on the wing. George against Stewart. Pass to Duran. Here's Holland. Here's Cunningham. The basket drops.
Fuck.
And he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
That's an aggressive play and a chance for Cunningham to get 3 points the old-fashioned way.
And the Blazers making a change here. Obvious checked in. Here's Flash. Covered by Duran. Pass to Flash. Back to Henderson. Here's Flash. And he got the whistle on the
Take it.
so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Gabe Cunningham picks that one up. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Trailblazers.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
Pass to Giddey. Launches it. Missed it. 4 for 8 in the contest. And so it's Abdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Here's Flash. There's a screen. And stolen.
Oh my God. Threw it off his fro.
Okay, Cunningham. Strong.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Here's Flash. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Henderson, the pass to Flash. From the wing. No good off the glass.
God damn.
Pistons trail by 7. Outside Giddey. Stewart, left side. Here's Duran.
Gotta get the board.
Outside Giddey. Cunningham outside. Outside Giddey for 3. Stewart finds Cunningham. That three's off the mark. Trailblazers lead by 7. Here's Flash. There's a screen. Pass to Klingon.
Oh my God! Seriously?
Here's Holland. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Graham.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in an elite guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Pass to De Silva. Clock at 6. To the paint.
Do not foul.
And
good. Here.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Here's Flash. Henderson for 3.
Please scoot. Oh my God.
Giddy's got 4 rebounds now. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, showing off his moves. Giddy can be pretty sly with the ball.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. The Pistons making a switch here. Sasser's checked in. And now with a break, here are the best passing teams in the NBA so far. Number 1, the Blazers. 5th, Detroit.
These two squads move the ball with ease. They play an attractive brand of basketball.
Oh, and he got fouled.
I'll take the foul.
He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, good whistle there.
He makes a first. 8. He's checked in for Grant. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Pistons trail by 6. It's Giddy on the wing, defended by Henderson. Avdia with a steal, all alone on the break. Flash.
Imagine if I blew that layup.
55.
That would have been detrimental.
Getting him the ball.
Pass to De Silva. Here's Sasser. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Flash. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Henderson left side.
Good take, Scout.
And the layup goes down. And it's a 10-point Portland lead.
Well, look, you're going to get bumps and bruises playing in this league. Henderson with a great finish through the contact.
No way.
And it's Giddy missing. And the Trailblazers' shooting has been great. 57% and finding ways to score consistently.
Mismatch.
Here's Flash. Sasser defending. Here's Klingon. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Klingon's got his second basket of the night.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense.
All right, nice little run. No way. No way.
Unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this game.
And we've reached the end of the third. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 9. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
Uh-oh. Please just hold the lead. Oh, of course it's a 2-point game. God damn it.
They've got Josh Giddy Isaiah Stewart out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Marcus Sasser, and it's Cunningham in at the point. That's
and an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Cunningham's got 16 points here in the second half. On the take, kicks it to George. Pass to Flash. Picked by Murray. Here's Flash. And a nice finish on the layup.
There we go.
Flash has got 57 points.
Thought I was going to get rim packed again.
Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Oh, no.
Outside. Gets the three to fall.
Well, he's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
For Portland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Flash, the pass to Murray. Here's Flash. Back to Şengün. Clock at 4. Pass to Flash. Pulls it from the top of the key. The rebound by Stewart.
Bad possession.
Stewart's got 4 rebounds now. And a foul called on the way up.
Bullshit.
So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Scoot Henderson.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. He's perfect from the line this time.
They're doing great work at the free throw line this half. That bodes well for their chances to close out this game.
Oh my God, why does that keep happening?
Pass to Sasser. Stewart with it. Here's Giddey. Book it again.
Holy shit.
And going at the defense.
Yeah, how about Giddey tonight? Scoring the ball, such a different matchup. I don't know who they can throw at him right now.
Holland, he's checked in for Sasser. Blazers trail by 5. Here's Flash. And another one.
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Pass to Cunningham. Oh, Cunningham digging deep.
Fuck.
He was the #1 pick back in 2021. Cunningham showing there that he can dominate games.
Dude, there is no way.
Murray brings the double. And that one's good. Cunningham. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Oh.
A lot of points tonight off of transition play. Running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense. Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Ayton, he's checked in for Portland. Avdia comes in for George. Pass to Holland. Stewart outside. And here's Cunningham. Puts up a 3. Knocks down.
Please, God.
Cunningham's got 42 in the game.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
And now Allie LaForce has an update on Asar Thompson.
Hey guys, the Pistons head athletic trainer gave me an update. The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. It's a blow to a team that was hoping to turn up the second half of the season. This is a story that we'll be following very closely.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. And here's Cunningham. To the middle. Here's Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
Cunningham is 6.
This is not good.
Built to operate in the pick and roll.
Here's Flash. He's watched by Cunningham. Flash, the pass to Henderson. Great.
Thank you, Scoot.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Pass to Stewart. Now Duran. Back to Stewart. Shot clock at 6.
Please, Scoot. Oh, fuck. I do not want to go 1 and 2 this stream on the sticks. That would really suck.
And so here's Portland. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Portland.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Stewart outside.
We need to play some good defense.
That's to Giddey. And so it's Abdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 3-point game. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Flash. Pass to Şengün to tie it up. Knocks down.
Thank you, Alpern.
Şengün's got 6 here in the quarter.
A monster bucket from Şengün. This team needed those points.
Help. Help.
Nice touch by Cunningham inside.
God, why don't my teammates help me?
Good to see him stepping up in these moments.
Here's Flash. He's watched by Cunningham. Pass to Flash. Now here's Ayton.
God, get out of the fucking perimeter, dude.
And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Cunningham outside. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Yes.
Şengün with a steal. Now the Blazers moving it up. Here's Flash.
Yes.
Another bucket. Wow. And that's 70. He is unconscious. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO.
Job's not finished. Come on.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
Yes.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run.
Do not shoot, Denny.
For bad shots.
Inside, here's Henderson.
And 1. Thank you, Scoot.
The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Please make this. Thank you.
The and one puts a little extra
That's huge.
insurance on their lead. What a play.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Cunningham outside. To halt the run. And he was
Oh my
fouled
God,
in the act
no
of
way.
shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
You have to admire Cunningham's concentration in these spots, refusing to let the defense overwhelm him.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. And a great call.
Let me take free throws.
This is the time you want to be in sync right here. 17 seconds left in the 4th. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good.
There we go.
Both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Hits yet again.
Oh my God.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show.
Scoot got fouled.
Intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as
Please,
possible.
Scoot.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point
Come on.
lead. So he gets
Thank you.
And it's a 4-point ball game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
Cunningham passes to Stewart from Pete Giddy. And he
Holy shit.
that one brings him within one.
When you can simply shoot over the defender, you've got it made.
So a close game sees Portland taking this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you next time.
Close call there.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Another day, another win. Good work.
Close call. Alright. That is going to wrap up this stream. I don't feel very tired, so I think we'll be back pretty soon, either with MLB The Show or Madden. Been going a little over 4 hours. Shout out to Max, VSN, Zay, and Daniel. Anyone else lurking as well. Appreciate you. Doses.